You're thinking about the operation and you're thinking about what's going to happen. And a lot of times, people look at an operation and see it as a business, but most of the time people see people. When a producer thinks about their operation and the assets that they own, they've worked their entire life to build this operation up. When considering, what they have and what they want to happen to it, it's important for them to have a succession plan because that is what determines what will happen upon death or retirement. Succession planning is a plan in place that considers your operation and its viability going forward. It's considering the assets in the operation and how they will continue on after you are no longer here, whether that means that you're no longer the key manager or you plan to retire or unfortunately upon death. Making sure that there is a plan in place so that things can move on even after you're gone. The most important thing to think about is what do you want? What do you want to see happen to not only your assets but your operation? Who do you want to involve in this conversation or the succession? Is there a retirement that needs to be considered, or is there a division of assets that needs to be figured out as well? Thinking of the what ifs is not always fun or easy. However, it is very important because nobody can figure that out except for you. And by figuring that out and putting it on paper and physically writing it down is the first step to having a complete and full succession plan. When thinking about these things, be sure to include family members and or successors in the early discussions so that you know what to expect and so do they. When considering these conversations, being transparent and upfront and open is very important, and keeping in mind that fair and equal is not always the same. When succession planning, it doesn't mean that you have to pick favorites, but what it does mean is considering those who have brought value to the operation and helped build it along the way. When you're having these conversations, there's a lot of emotions and feelings that go into play, and we want to make sure that everybody is on the same page. If you do not have a specific plan in place in writing, then someone else will determine what will happen to your operation once you are gone. Now, this is very critical to someone who has, a lot of different elements to think about, such as management, labor, ownership of assets, the next generation, skills and labor that need to be considered in ensuring the viability of an operation going forward. The final and most important piece is actual execution, making sure that you implement your plan and make sure that it is on paper. It's unfortunate that you put in all of this work and then maybe one day it's too late. And so making sure you have that plan in place now so that others know what to expect and you can have a peace of mind knowing that your legacy will continue on. Farm Credit Mid-America has many resources available to help farm families figure out what their succession plan looks like and what options they have available. I encourage whoever's listening to this message today to give their local Farm Credit representative a call so that we can partner with them and work with them so that we can ensure the future of their operation for today and generations to come.